What's going on, everyone? This is X25 and welcome back to some more Beamng Drive. And in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at another vehicle mod. And if the vehicle menu can load up faster, it actually is loading up a little bit faster. The more frequently I play this game, the faster, if that makes sense. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, the more frequently I play this game, the faster it seems to load up, if that makes sense. Like, it can happen, because when I first started playing this game, it was super laggy. But as I started playing it more and more, it was less laggy. So yeah, and now I'm getting a solid 50 frames per second. And yeah, anyways, we're going to be taking a look at the Codename Oldsfullsize. And there's actually 3 vehicles in this pack. This is actually a vehicle pack. There's this one, there's this one, the Oldsmobile 1980 Regency, and the Caprice Classic. But we're going to be taking the code name. Those are 2 vehicles. We'll get their own video eventually, if I can find the time to do it, of course. Yes, we are going to do this one, and I really like the look of this car. So this is the default variant, is the prototype. I actually really like the look of it. It's like that special Secret Service sedan car from the 1980s. It looks absolutely menacing. It kind of has like a scary look to it. It's like that one black car that's in completely black. And it's very blacked out. Like, I'm not kidding. Everything on this car is black. Like, even the trim is black. Well, it's a prototype, so what can you expect? I'm pretty sure this is like a custom version, and prototype is just another word for it. Although, we do need to wait for this thing to load up, because it will take a little bit longer, since it's a mod vehicle, and this is actually a pretty big mod. Now, the original mod, it will come with just that vehicle. There are 2 mod packs that you can download for that. And I do not remember what they are. It's like a mega pack, Oldsfullsize mega pack, something like that. But yeah, this is what the vehicle looks like. Apparently we can toggle the tailgate. Why don't we do that? Oh, guess we can't. Yeah, well, that makes sense. It doesn't really have a tailgate. But yeah, this is the outside look at the car, and for a second there, it looked like it was missing the grills. That's weird. But yeah, this looks very 80s. And does the background look familiar too? It should, because this is kind of like what one of the cars looks like in Wreckfest. I'm just getting that vibe from Wreckfest, one of those cars. Doesn't it look like that? I'm pretty sure that this is the car that is. I'm pretty sure this is the car that the car in Wreckfest is based off of, or at least it is. I'm pretty sure the actual car is based off of like either an old Ford sedan, and it had like the same exact taillights, or an old Chevrolet. Because I know it was an old Ford that had those taillights, and it wasn't the Mustang. I know that. Yeah, the Mustang was never a 4-door car. Although it looked absolutely hideous in the 80s, I know that. Same thing with the 70s. A completely remodeled look of it, and it just looked like a normal bland car, and no one really liked it. Yeah. There's some people who could defer, but seriously, what are you thinking? Like, you gotta agree that car was absolutely hideous, but it was fast, which is like the main draw that it got, which is why it was like a popular car back then. Anyways, we are just doing a speed test, and it's actually pretty fast. We are on the West Coast USA map. If you're not noticing, it's a little bit laggy because it's like a very big map. Yeah. But luckily we're not in the city, because it will get a lot more laggy in the city than out here. And there's so many vehicles in this pack that there's no possible way that I could do them all in one video. So I'm just going to pick out my favorites and just show them off from there. But anyways, let's get a crash from this bad boy. If I can keep it aligned. speed it up a little bit. Well, hold on, no. So we can get a nice camera angle here. Now we can speed it up a little bit. No, what did I do? Okay, here we go. Here's the impact. In 3, 2, 1. Boom. We can speed it up a little bit more. And since most of the impact is over, why don't we speed it up all the way? And the result actually looks pretty good. This is one of the more well-made mods. This is actually a very durable car, surprisingly. Why don't we put on the parking brake? It looks like the hazards did come on. It's just very hard to tell. I can see a little bit of light blinking on and off. Oh. Anyways, why don't we reset the car? Now that you basically got a good look at it. Wait, no. We're not changing out the vehicle quite yet. Although I have no choice now because... Okay, here we go. I'm pretty sure it's not going to because... Yeah, it's frozen now. I had to wait for it. I need to wait for it to load. Okay, we're good. Yeah, before we do that, let's take a look at the interior on this. It actually looks very nice. Like, you got the pedals, you got the steering wheel, and if we actually go forward, oh, the dashboard does light up if you turn on the headlights as normal, and the pedals do work, and so does the shifter, and also the steering wheel does as well. So yeah. Let's just reset, and while we're at it, there's a couple of camera angles for this. Okay, you got the interior cam, obviously. Got the external. The onboard one. This is like the passenger side. Got the side view. And then you got back to orbit. Okay, now let's change the vehicle. And if you are enjoying Beamng on the channel, if you want to see more, be sure to hit that like button. And also be sure to subscribe as well for more Beamng videos. Because I am probably going to be playing this game a lot more often. At least than normal, like what you usually see on the channel. Because I usually don't play it very often. First of all, mainly because it's like very laggy and that stuff. And there's actually an FBI version of this, but we're not going to check that out quite yet. Instead, we are going to be... The next one we're going to be taking a look at is... Hold on, let me find it. Is it even in here? I don't think it is. I think it got moved to another one. Well, why don't we just look at the beater? I know, not really a fun car, but it's actually very, very interesting. Because I do believe it comes pre-damaged, which is something you don't see in very many car mods. You really don't. And you do need to wait for it to load up. Oops. Okay, sorry about that. It's actually very interesting because the junkyard version, I'm pretty sure it's now on the Oldsmobile version. But, of course, we will get to that car in its own separate video. And yes, I was right. It does come pre-damaged. Because, like, as you can see there, the bumper's a little bit crooked. There's dents all over the place. Yeah, it's very, very detailed. And that's just the beauty of it in its own little unique way. Yeah, while we look at the interior, yeah, it is not doing very well at all. Everything is absolutely dusted up. It is not looking pretty. But as I was saying, wait, does it actually have a out tail light? Oh, no, it doesn't. I thought it would be cool if it had like one light that was out. But the license plate lights are out. Okay, but anyways, why don't we turn this thing around? Yeah, it's just, you can just hear it. And the suspension is all worn out. Like, look at this. Yeah, you can tell that. Yeah, look at that. Look at that lean. Yeah, you can tell that this is worn down. But anyways, why don't we do a quick crash into the toll booth over there? Because this actually crashes very satisfyingly, actually, because since it's being up and worn down, it means that the parts are going to fall off more easily. And that's basically what's going to happen here if we get decent speed and crash into this. And we'll just full speed because why not? So let's just do this. Ooh, got an interesting crash from that. But yeah, as you can see, all the panels are easily falling off. And look at that car. Yeah, it is a lot more crunching than the other one. Why don't we reset it and why don't we